Disclaimer. The views expressed in this podcast are our personal opinions and do not necessarily reflect those of our significant others, families, or employers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Friendly Faith Podcast with Reem the Dream, Nubs, and Pop. He is back with us this week. Appreciate you coming back with us, my boy. We had a good time last week. So, we had to bring you back, man. Yeah, boys. So, welcome back, like I said, to another week. How was y'all's weekend?
Oh, good. Just been chilling, working, doing some OT, hitting the gym. Almost lost my wallet over the weekend. Bro, I threw it in my girl's glove compartment. And then when we went to leave, we had to go back to the gas station because I dropped my car off to get cleaned. And when I was looking for my wallet to pay them, I couldn't find that shit. Turns out there's a perfect gap in between the top of the glove box and the actual glove box. So when I threw it, it went perfectly to the back of the glove box. And we didn't find that shit till hours later.
Damn. So it fell behind the glove box?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Hey, how the fuck did you figure out it was all the way back there?
Bro, we were just dog, I know it's in the car because you drove and you ordered food while I was in the car and you used my card. It can't be anywhere else. And at the time,
this could have been gone forever if you didn't.
Bro, gone. I mean, don't get me wrong. I locked all my cards and shit just in case, but I didn't order any new ones until I was for sure that we lost it. But she was asking me are you sure you put it in the glove box? And it's so secondhand, almost breathing that every time I'm in somebody's car and we're leaving to go do something to play a sport, I throw it in the glove box. So at the time when she's asking me I'm not sure. It's kind of like when you leave the house and every time you leave the house, you lock the door, but then you get in your car and you're like, wait, did I lock the door? It was one of those, and I was bro, there's nowhere else it could be. And then we were talking, and she was maybe there's a hole in the back of the glove box. And then we got back to the crib, and I went to go shower, and she looked, and she found that shit, bro. And I was thank God.
That's crazy, bro. Lo and behold, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, she was more happy than I was. I was she was oh my, throughout the whole day, she was I can't believe we found that shit, and I'm so glad we did. And I was you happier than me?
Damn, I would have lost my shit, bro. If I lost my wallet, man.
It's not a big of a deal. I mean, you just gotta order new cards, which is free, and then pay for another ID, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just having to call all these fucking companies, all these credit card companies, to cancel your card, bro. That's just fucking annoying.
Nah, you just do that shit online. But yeah, I feel you. It's
bro, just having to wait on the phone the whole time, I gotta cancel this shit, bro. Whatever, man. So it's a lot of fucking being on hold.
Yeah.
For a long ass time for no reason, bro. But yeah, man. Harry, how was your weekend, bro? And how's your week been so far? My bad, boys. My days are all kind of fucked up. That's why I'm wait, week. I just got back from a work trip, bro. So I haven't been at work since Friday. I traveled Sunday, and I just got back today. So for me, my days are kind of messed up. So first day back at work tomorrow, officially back in the office tomorrow. But yeah. Anyways, moving on, Harry. How was your weekend, bro? How's your week going so far?
My weekend was pretty good. I didn't have too much going on this week. Me and Sam were pretty much home for most of the weekend. The usual, the gym. We spoke a little bit earlier, and I told you that this past weekend was absurd when it comes to what I ate. So I mean, the past 2 days is just a matter of me getting back on my diet and doing 15,000 steps a day till Friday to get back to baseline and shit. It's almost like a never-ending cycle because on the weekend is usually when I'm shaky with things, and instead of eating one cheat meal, it just turns into a cheat day. I'm fuck it, so why not? Especially because I can lose it so fast, right? So that's why I really don't give a fuck about it too much. Because I mean, at the end of the day, why be so restrictive at the end of the day? I'm not getting ready for anything. You know what I'm saying? If I want to eat something that I want to eat, I'm going to eat that shit. And if I have to do a little bit more cardio later, it is what it is. But if I want it at that moment, I'm going to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're here for a good time, not a long time, Bobby.
Exactly.
There you go. Exactly. Enjoy while you can, bro. Especially if you're not.
What happened?
I was about to say enjoy while you can, especially if you're not competing right now. If you're just kind of training, just to be in shape. Bro, you can slip up once or twice and then, get back on track. But, You good, bro.
Right,
I wouldn't
right.
worry about it.
Right, exactly. And you just never know when, it could be the last time you eat this or you eat that. So, dog, I'm gonna eat it while I can. But it's funny because the last couple days, I just been catching up on BMF. Like I told you, I've been binge watching that shit, and very dope, very dope. I'm gonna finish the finale probably after this episode, and I'll be ready for season 3. Which has that came out already, or is it the
But
next?
It kicked off Friday.
Are they only releasing an episode a week?
Yeah, like usual.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know in terms of BMF because, like, obviously I didn't tune into the previous seasons. I'm watching them all at once, but yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple days. But it's what I was gonna say is that I don't know. Lately, I've been thinking more and more about doing like some of those food challenges, like not even like going to a restaurant, like just buying a whole bunch of food and having like one of those fucking crazy mukbangs at the crib and kind of like record it. But I also don't want to. I also don't want to like go to a fast food restaurant and do it. Like if I'm gonna do it, like I'd rather like go to the grocery store and buy everything I need, cook it, and then eat it that way or whatever. Or make to start off anyways, because like if you're gonna buy all that food like outside, like it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I've just kind of been having that on my mind lately, and
Just start reviewing food spots out there in Michigan, dog.
yeah, I mean, Sam's been sending me a couple things here and there from Chicago, which we're gonna go again in what is
Have
it?
you guys
2 weeks?
actually like explored out there though, like in Michigan at all, or no?
Not really in Michigan, no. Not, I mean, because we live in Holland, it's really small. There's not really much to see around here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you have to go to Detroit or probably.
for sure.
You said what?
We could see more of Grand Rapids. I hear downtown Grand Rapids is a nice little place to be. So I mean, we
There's
could
no
do
like
that.
towns out there where like they have a bunch of shops outdoors and shit. I love going to places like that.
I mean, I live right next to downtown, so I actually I haven't been doing a lot of my cardio on the treadmill. I've been just running, and it's not even a mile to downtown. It's like 0.8. So
Damn,
I've been just,
even if it was a mile, bro, that's easy.
yeah, exactly, and it's dope just running in that area and being able to see everything in there. It keeps like things fresh. Like it makes me want to actually go out there and go for a run rather than just seeing all these bullshit ass trees or whatever the case may be. Holland downtown is actually pretty nice.
Yeah, especially when the weather starts getting better too, bro. Like it's gonna be nice out there.
Yeah, and today's I went for about 35-minute run. It was more like a slight jog, but it was perfect. It was like maybe like 60. It was beautiful. I could literally run forever if it was that weather.
Oh, dude, that's beautiful.
Warm, bro, in that weather where it's not too hot, bro. I'll be just jetting.
Yeah, that's beautiful weather for sure. But yeah, man. My weekend was eventful, to say the least. Got to San Antonio on Sunday morning. Got the rental and everything, and then Monday morning had a meeting, and then I go to start the car Monday morning, and that shit is not turning on, bro. Yeah, fucking it's just it wasn't the battery because everything was turning on in the car, all the electronics or whatnot. Just the starter. So yeah, bro. And what kills me is, bro, this is a 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Well, that's your mistake right there, brother.
Dude, yeah, like the car. Don't get me wrong, the car is nice, bro. Interior is fancy. They got.
I love Jeep Grand Cherokees, bro. But I always heard that they're fucking cheeks as far as like reliable.
Dude, horrible. I mean, I was upset, dude. So I had to get a ride to the meeting, and then came back after the meeting and was basically called the rental company and then was waiting for a tow for like.
It's a rental.
The what?
It's a rental? Oh no, you had to get a rental.
I had to get a rental because I was out of town. I went out of town. I was waiting for like, yeah, I wouldn't buy a fucking Jeep, bro. No,
okay, so it was a rental. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, I went out of town, got the rental.
Okay,
I was at the
hotel,
yeah. And the car didn't start. So then when I came back and I called the rental company and was like, yo, your shit didn't start. Like I need a replacement or whatever. Like, all right, cool. So it took like 3.5 hours to get a tow to come out, bro. I was livid. I was pissed, bro. They finally got there. Dude ended up jumping the car, and the car started. And I was like, you can still put that piece of shit in the fucking toe. We're replacing it.
Yeah, hell no.
So he put it on there, and then we went back and got a new car. But still, man, it was the inconvenience and like of all that is just, and I was only there for 2 days, man. So it's like it's not even like I had all the time in the world.
Short ass trip, and then that was half a day right there.
That was half of my day right there, just waiting in the tow, man. So luckily, it wasn't like the car didn't break down in the middle of nowhere. It was in the hotel parking lot. So I just went back into my room while I waited. But still, man, the inconvenience of waiting for shit like that, and it kind of goes back to what we talked about like a few way past, Harry, about customer service and how shitty it is, man. Like waiting or the whole time waiting on someone to actually talk, to talk to. It's like I'm getting automated messages like press this, press that. Like, bro, get me. I don't give a fuck.
Give me a live person.
Give me a live person, bro. I do not give a fuck.
Live agent. Give me a live agent.
Yeah, dude. So like again, like and then I get to the counter and I tell the guy like, yo, bro, like I hate to be that guy, man. I don't want to be fucking Karen, right? But I'm damn near. I was late to a meeting this morning because of the situation, and then I waited for 3.5 hours for a tow. I'm like, bro, like y'all gotta do something, man. And then he was like, oh well, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Let me try to get you I'll try to get you in a luxury vehicle. And I'm like, bro, whatever, man. At that point, I'm just like, I was starving. It was dinner time at that point, and I was like, bro, just give me the best you can, and just get me the fuck out of here, because I'm not trying to like go back and forth, for one more day, anyways. So whatever, man. He put me in a nice car, but barely got to enjoy it. Drove it to the hotel, ate, and then drove it this morning at the airport. So whatever, man. But so yeah, that was my weekend, bro. It was shitty. I did get to see Dune though, part 2. So that was fun. That it's a great movie. So definitely recommend y'all go seeing that ASAP. Definitely worth watching in the movie theaters for sure.
Yeah, I think that's one that it's worth you actually getting my ass up and going to a movie theater and watching it with Sam. So maybe we'll do that this weekend.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've said like, yo, this is worth watching in the movies. And this is one of those movies.
Especially because if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's a movie theater in downtown that we could literally walk to. That should be dope. Walk.
Speaking of movie, have you guys seen Oppenheimer yet?
No, you told me it's an amazing movie.
Bro, I'm telling you, go. I don't think it's in theaters anymore, but when you find it online or whatever, watch that shit and do not take your eyes off that movie, because if you don't pay attention, you'll get confused. But that shit is crazy, because like obviously everybody knows that we won that war because of the fucking atomic bomb, but nobody knows exactly how shit went down, and then nobody thinks about like how it affected the people who made it.
Yeah,
and that shit's insane, dog. And bro, and I didn't even know that it was like in the time that like Albert Einstein was still alive, and the way they depict him in the movie is that Oppenheimer and him are like good friends. I'm like, that's fucking insane.
That's wild.
Yeah, bro.
I'm tune in on that one.
I'm halfway through Orville. Every time I started watching it, I had to stop because I had something else going on. So when I get the time, man, I'll definitely probably sometime this week for sure. I'll make some time to finish it out. I probably got like an hour and a half left of it, so I got to finish it, man, for sure.
It's definitely one of the best movies I've ever seen, and like, don't get me wrong, they definitely put the time and effort into it, because they literally have everybody in that movie.
Yeah, everybody. It's packed. There's some A-list people on there for sure. But yeah, I'll definitely give it a try, man. But anyways, man. Have y'all been watching the news? Y'all been catching up with NFL Combine draft, whatnot, and all that BS, man. What is going on with y'all boy Caleb Williams? So apparently, and overall, I'll let you kind of touch on this a little bit more, because you probably have a little bit more information on it. But just kind of like, and again, we've talked about him before of how kind of entitled he is, and kind of like how he's like he wants to call the shots, and you're not even drafted yet, and you're trying to tell people like, oh, I want this team to draft me, like all this stuff. It's like, bro, it doesn't work that way, man. And it just kind of shows like the entitlement of this upcoming generation of athletes, man, and how spoiled they've been with these NILs and just kind of like how people put them in a pedestal and making them think they're above everyone else. So it's just another instance of Caleb Williams being a dickhead, man. So But yeah, Orville, I'll let you go ahead and speak on it a little bit more, man.
Yeah, so like I don't I don't really watch college ball like that, but obviously he won the Heisman, so definitely he's probably like top 2 picks, top one. That's what everybody's been saying. So it's been raising some concerns that he's not doing the workouts. And that's not even the crazy part that's been blowing people's mind because we've seen people not do that shit before, especially because they played what 2-3 years of college ball. So like if they wanted to see him work out, they just go look at game film and like you'll see what you need to see there. But apparently he's not releasing medical records to all the teams, and part of the reason is because like he doesn't want to sit down with every team and like every single medical doctor or employee ask him the same fucking question, so he doesn't want to sit through all of that, which is whatever. I get it, but at the same time, like, bro, you got to release something, and I don't know what the difference is, but apparently they either said that he was going to release some medical records to some teams on his pro day or to all teams. I'm not sure yet, but I don't know. It kind of sounds like he knows where he wants to go, and he only wants to like talk to
Exactly
those
what I was
teams.
going to say. He doesn't want to release his medical records to teams that he doesn't want to be a part of. So they're like, oh, if you want to take a shot on me without these medical records, that's on you, but I'm not giving them to you, type of thing.
Yeah,
Which is crazy. There's no way that's legal.
yeah. I don't know. That should like, what's the point of a draft then?
Right, right. And like if we're gonna allow something like that to happen, I mean, like this is gonna happen on a yearly basis whenever there's a garbage team that is number one in the draft and the number one pick in whichever sport that we're talking about is about to enter the draft and they don't want to be drafted by this team. So it's like, are you kidding me? Like it's and the whole medical records thing, that should be like part of the process type of thing. Like that. I can't believe that he's on like a national stage and saying that he's not willing to give these medical records to everybody that is looking to invest in him, right? Like he's going to be supposedly a franchise quarterback, right? And if I'm a guy that is probably going to play alongside of him next year, like this type of stuff is not something that I want to see on TV. It gives me bad vibes before the guy even gets on the field and actually proves whether he's capable of being an NFL quarterback. So I don't know, man. It's just a bad look on his part, and I understand like you think you're that guy and whatnot, but that's kind of ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, all I gotta say is, man, this man better pray to God that he's not a bust, because imagine doing all of that just to be a bum. Like, bro, he's just digging himself a hole that he might not be able to crawl out of, man. And that's the sad part about it. And where are his advisors? Where are the people around him telling him, hey, man, this is not the way to do this? Like, what about his coach, like his college coach? Like, does he have anybody in his ear? Like, or maybe he thinks like, hey, man, like I'm too good. You like nobody can talk to me. Nobody, yeah, nobody can tell me what to do. Is that the type of attitude that he has? It's like he's basically saying like, if you're not top three teams picking, then I'm not even going to release my records to you because you're not even worth looking at my records because I'm not going to fall that low. That's how like it's not even like confident at that point. It's like that's how cocky this man is, like thinking like he's that good. That yo, yeah, the rest of these teams they have no shot at me. So I'm not going to release my records. I'm not even going to go to combine and do what they're asking me to do. I mean, to Oval's point, yeah, they have plenty of tape, and he ain't the only one that skipped the combine. Marvin Harrison Jr. did the same thing. He's skipping the combine, and we know Marvin Harrison Jr. is that guy. Well, like you said, we've seen plenty of college shapes. We've seen them in ball out in the biggest moments. So for me, it's like, oh, there's nothing for me to see besides, oh, let me see how fast you can run on the 40-yard dash. But it's like in reality, are you ever going to run a 40-yard slant or just a 40-yard dash like down the field? Probably not. You got to run a damn route. So it really doesn't matter. Like I said, we've seen what the man's capable of. So I playing devil's advocate, I would say, yeah, who the fuck cares about the draft? But it's just the process of the teams just wanting to see where you're at, physically or whatever like that. So I do understand both sides, but the Caleb Williams entitlement is absolutely absurd to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, and there's also been that one analyst. I don't know if you guys know him, like that Merrill. What is it? his last name is Hoge, Hodge or Hogue or whatever. I don't know how you pronounce it, but he was saying that Caleb Williams is nothing special, so he's been getting a little backlash from that. But he's been right about like his QB predictions in the past, because he said before CJ Stroud got his his time to shine, he said he was going to be somebody that excels in the NFL. And then he also called out Johnny Manziel as not being a franchise quarterback when everybody was like going bananas for him. And he was like, if this is somebody who you guys think needs to be an franchise QB, then we need to reevaluate like people's like pick process or their scout process.
There's something wrong, pretty much.
There's something wrong, exactly.
Wow.
I 100% agree with that. Like literally, especially with a guy of his track record, if he's out here, you know, predicting these things in the first place. I mean, to his point, I mean, look at the back end of this past season. I mean, he didn't play well. I mean, and it's not like he played like some crazy teams or whatever, and he underperformed in a lot of those games for a guy that's supposed to be the top prospect in college football and, you know, going number 1 in the draft, to have those type of fucking balls to not release this and release that because I'm that guy and whatnot. But I don't know, man. I just think that may come back to bite him in terms of like the whole professionality thing in the NFL. But I mean, he's probably going to get his money. That's the facts of it. So I mean, regardless of whether he's going to be you know, a bust in the NFL or not, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're that number 1 pick, you're walking away with how many millions of dollars? So I mean, is he really who really lost there? I mean, yeah, he's a bust in the NFL, but he's still wealthy. You know what I'm saying? He's still.
And the only thing, and the crazy thing is like you said, like if he still gets his money, like I don't know. To me, I think
like you said, like other guys, that shows what's wrong with this whole culture with how we go.
Bro, don't get me wrong, like
outing these guys because
the NFL should put their foot down, bro, and stop letting these motherfuckers run them like they're not the ones that's gonna pay him. Like, put your foot down. Nobody draft a motherfucker and teach your lessons to all the fucking draft classes coming after.
Yeah, I agree, Orville. A message needs to be sent, bro. Like, they have to make an example out of these new cats coming up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, at the same time, these NFL teams, they're scared. They're under pressure because the last thing you want is, like, let's say, for example, the Bears with the number 1 pick. Let's say the Bears decided we're going to keep Justin Fields because we believe in Justin Fields, and then the Commanders with the second pick, they get Caleb Williams, and all of a sudden Caleb Williams is like the next fucking Patrick Mahomes. Or the Bears are going to get annihilated, and I think that's what they're scared of. They're like, yo, because of the hype.
Everybody's so easy to judge, but that's a tough spot to be in because, like, you either draft him and he doesn't turn out to be who you think he was because one or two reasons: you didn't fucking get your medical records or whatever the fuck, or now you drafted him because you're scared that he's gonna be who he is, and then it could go either way. And I feel like it's so easy for us to criticize because we're on the outside, but it's not as easy as it seems.
I mean, here's the thing, Orville. We've all watched games of Caleb Williams, and like Harry alluded to, he didn't do anything special, bro. Like, he lost in big moments. His team, like they made a bowl game, I believe, but it was like one of the shittiest bowl games. It wasn't even like the top tier ones. That's how bad they were. Was
this his second year?
No. So remember, he started off at Oklahoma, transferred to USC, and played 2 years at USC.
Remember, he went to Oklahoma, and that's when Radler, he fucking transferred.
Yeah, he replaced Radler at Oklahoma.
So this is his third year.
Yeah,
I believe this is his third year. Yeah. He might have been red shirt.
His first year of all 3 years. His stock definitely went lower this year.
Oh, 100%. Because last year, everybody was like, yo, this guy, oh my God, next year he's gonna be like, yeah, fucking glazing. And I can't remember the last time I remember people glazing over a QB like this was Joe Burrow. However, Joe Burrow won a national championship, bro. He took a team to the promised land and went undefeated, broke out all kinds of records. So I could see why Burrow coming out, everybody was like, bro, this is no question.
Bro,
this
was ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. For me,
that season that Burrow had was the best in college history.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. For people to hype up Caleb Williams the way they're hyping him up, you would think that he just broke all kinds of records and won 2 straight national championships. When in reality, he hasn't done shit, bro. And
so was this like a fucking weak college football season or something then? Because like he's still projected number 1. So what the fuck?
Well, I mean, that kind of shows the talent that is out there. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
There isn't. So that's why he's still the cream of the crop, because
exactly
outside of him and maybe 1 or 2 other guys, there really isn't anything there in that draft class.
Yeah, when you're comparing quarterbacks out there right now, everybody's like they're like, yeah, I mean, they're not great. Yeah, Caleb Williams, I guess, is the best bet. However, I've heard a lot of people are saying that the best pick of quarterback this year is going to be Jalen Daniels, the Heisman winner. They're saying that he's going to be what we think Caleb Williams is going to be. So it's going to be interesting to see how these rookie quarterbacks pan out next year, because I think they're saying like there's going to be like 5 quarterbacks picked in like the top 10 or some ridiculous number. For sure, Caleb Williams, Drake May out of North Carolina, Jalen Daniels.
What about Sam Hartman, bro? That boy's got a great head of hair.
Oh, Sam Hartman?
Yeah.
Yeah. He might. Sam Hartman might drop into the second round. I don't know if he's going to be in the first round though.
That boy's been causing a lot of buzz over the internet because of his fucking hair and his. Fucking,
I mean, but
good looking dude, no homo.
I mean, through text.
What?
That's the guy you sent me through text.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, if my man is looking for a GQ model, then sure, he's the guy.
My man's gonna be on a Head and Shoulders commercial before he gets his first start.
Yeah,
Kareem, he's that guy in the Baywatch commercial, just running like this, and the wind is going through his hair, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just like the perfect fit for that type of commercial or movie or whatever the hell the case may be. But beautiful man, no homo.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, trust me, I watch college ball, so I know these cats, bro. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see, because last year everybody was on Bryce Young, and then come to find out it wasn't Bryce Young, it was CJ Stroud. So this year we'll see most likely Caleb Williams goes number 1, and then we're gonna be like, I have a feeling we're gonna be like, damn, it's Jalen Daniels is that guy. So I mean, we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting. But we're definitely gonna stay tuned for that. But in other news in sports, man, with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they're supposed to be fighting in next month, I believe, April 20th. Ryan has been off the wagon, bro. Like, what the hell is going on with this kid?
I just want to know, like, I think we touched on this earlier, like in the chat. Like, what are his parents doing?
You know what's crazy, Orville? I read something, and it was his dad replying to all the little things that's been going on the last couple of days, and all that article said was that Ryan is fine and he's just trolling the internet in the wrong way, bro. What? I was like, damn, they're taking that shit as a fucking joke, bro.
That's not,
or maybe just something you tell the rest of the world, and maybe you're dealing with it internally. But fuck, bro, you deserve a better explanation than that, because that's worrisome in my opinion.
Yeah, he's been. It's like every day something new. Like, he's been doing the most. First he releases a video thinking that people were thinking that he's dead, and it comes back and says, oh yeah, like no, I'm not dead, I'm okay. And then today goes on Twitter with Andrew Tate talking about, bro, I was raped, whatever. This and this happened, a bunch of disturbing shit that he's been talking about, man. And we're like, yo, like, are we taking this dude seriously? Like, is he okay? I mean, these are serious allegations. So, like, how are we supposed to take this as fans? Like, is this man like mentally stable enough to actually train and prepare for a fight that's happening next month? And like you said, where the hell are his parents? Where's his circle? Where's Oscar de la Hoya, his promoter? Like, bro, like, you need to step in, because
I think him and Oscar are on good terms.
I mean, if you watch Oscar's documentary, Oscar, was a little bit, he was wild too. Like, Oscar had some fucking issues, man, in his career. So if anything, Oscar needs to wrap his arm around him and be like, dude, I've been through this, bro. Like, this is not the way.
pretty sure he's still on the stuff too.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. That
Oscar was just one of those guys where he could go on a loony bin and party the night before and still perform at his best the night of the fight for the longest time. And you know what I'm saying?
Johnny Manziel shit, bro.
And that's just things that several people can do. Like, and John Jones is another one, right? Like that guy was freaking doing cocaine 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then 24 hours later has a fucking fight, like, and still making all these crazy ass defenses of his title. So I mean, there's very few people that can do that, and Ryan Garcia is definitely not one of them. I mean, we have questions about him when he's 100% and literally is 100% healthy. So I mean, now what's happening on social media, it's kind of, you know, like worrisome, like I said, and we're in the fight game. Like, this is the biggest fight of your career. You can't go into the ring in this type of state because you might end up with permanent damage. Like, you could die in there, type of thing. Like, not to bring it to the extreme, but I mean, boxing is like that. We've seen people go down with less, right? So I mean, I don't know, man. If I'm his parents and I'm seeing everything that's going on, regardless of the ridicule that Ryan's going to get for canceling this fight, I'm not allowing my son to go in there in this type of state.
Yeah, I completely agree, Harry. Like you said, man, you have your guard down in there, and you're not prepared, and it can cause some serious damage, man, permanent damage that can potentially end your career for good. And we all know Ryan is a young fighter, but he has his whole career ahead of him. You know, and a lot of people are not holding that Gervonta Davis fight against him, because to his credit, he stepped up and took that fight when we knew he wasn't ready for that fight, and he still went in there and gave it his all. So a lot of people give him a lot of respect for that. And then, you know, he's one of the only boxers out there that's, you know, actually wanting to fight the top guys, because a lot of these dudes are dodging each other, and which is killing the fucking sport altogether.
Dodging each other over fucking money.
Yeah, it's all about money for these motherfuckers now. It's like they all want to go undefeated, so they refuse to fight anybody that might give them
who's a threat to their record.
Yeah, who's a threat to their record. So it's like, come on, man. So I'll give credit to Ryan for that, but at the same time, Ryan, if he needs to cancel this fight and get his shit together, go to rehab, whatever he needs to do, that shit needs to happen, bro. Because this ain't it, bro. Like this is not a good look whatsoever. And I'm trying to figure out where it all went south, because I feel like this thing happened like overnight, because at one point he's good. You know, he's posting like positive stuff on his IG. And then out of nowhere one day, my man he's off the rocker and loses it. So where did this come from? Is my question.
Good fucking question, bro. Out of left field, like you said.
Yeah. So I think we're all wondering what's going on, but I mean, we wish him nothing but the best, bro. I mean, we never want to see somebody go down like that. When it comes, you know, especially when it comes to mental health. So I hope he can get his shit together, bro. And if he is still wanting to stay and go through this fight, like he needs help, man. Like ASAP.
You know what's wild, Kareem? Like, if you go on social media on some of these things about that Ryan Garcia is doing, like the comments section, like, you know, it's kind of divided in a way that some people are like, wow, like this guy is exposing people, and you guys are seeing it as a joke, as he's crazy, but he's talking like real shit type of thing. So I mean, where do you, like, what do you think in terms of that is concerned? Like, do you think what he's saying has legitimate credibility, or he's just talking out of his ass?
Bro, Harry, there's no way of telling, to be honest, man, because
right, I'm just saying, in your opinion.
Bro, I mean, to me, I'm not sure, because I'll take everything he's saying with a grain of salt now, because he's lost a lot of credibility over the last few days with his actions. Because if he was a stable-minded person, and then out of nowhere he came out and said, "Yo, this happened to me. I've been holding it for years. I now want to come out and say it." I think then people will really believe him. But because of how he's been acting these past few days, and how you know, wild and the kind of shit he's been saying, a lot of people are not believing it, man. I think it's one of these Orlando Brown situations where he's just saying shit just to say shit, and nobody's believing it. And if it's true, it's unfortunate, man, because now it's a situation of the boy who cried wolf. like you're just saying shit, and then even though it might be true, a lot of people are gonna be like, we're just gonna dismiss this, just because we think it might not be true, just because we think you're fucking crazy, and it's unfortunate, bro.
I mean, yeah, apparently he was talking about how like, oh, I'll show you all the proof you need, this and that. I mean, if he's got the proof, then that's more power to him. But I mean, if he's just like Kareem said, I mean, he can't just say stuff like that and expect people to believe him, especially the way he's been acting lately.
Right. If you got the proof, release it. Go.
Yeah.
Okay, release it.
I don't know why people go on the internet, talk all this shit, and be like, "Oh, keep talking shit. I'll release the proof." Like, bro, just start with the proof from the beginning.
Yeah. It's always a fucking.
Like, stop wasting time and just start with the proof from the beginning, because people be doing all these call outs and then some shit happens, this person dies, and then I'm just like, bro, now we'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of being careful what you say, because I mean, yeah, release it and then you end up in a body bag. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just don't talk shit at all, because I mean, you know damn well you ain't releasing shit, and there's probably no proof. To be honest, that was just him in a situation to where, you know, he's just not all there at the moment and just kind of talking out of his ass. But I mean, it still needs to be addressed, and he needs to, I don't know, his parents need to do better, because I don't like what I see, and I had that prediction that I told you guys through chat that I'm not gonna say on this live stream, but it just doesn't look good, man. It doesn't.
I completely agree, Harry. It's a bad look.
Speaking of, since we're on the topic of boxing, Kareem, you've seen Euphoria, right?
I have.
Have you, Harry?
Yes, but I didn't finish it, so I don't. I may not know what you're talking about.
This kid had his boxing debut the other day, and apparently people are saying it was like the worst fight they've ever seen.
Oh, you're talking about Ashtray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wana. What's his nickname? Wana. I know his nickname is Wana. Fuck something. Yeah. So I didn't watch the fight, man. Actually, I've
only seen highlights, but it doesn't seem like he's confident out there. He seems like kind of scared to throw punches, and he's also a kid. He's legit, bro. He's 17, and he fought some guy that's like 34.
Yeah, exactly. He's a 17-year-old amateur boxer. Yeah, bro. Like his fight was like in the undercard. So it wasn't even like he was like a main event type dude. Like, I mean, he's just starting off. Give the kid a break, bro. He's going from acting into professional boxing. Give him that time to transition at least, bro. So I'm not gonna hold that fight against him. And to his credit, it was a draw. He didn't lose the fight. So
he didn't win. He fought this old fuck and didn't win.
32 years old. I mean,
those highlights, I was like, oh, this motherfucker lost his shit, because from what I saw, he got rocked a couple times, but that's a kid fighting a grown man. So,
you know what? I'm that 33 years old. Throw me in there for a second fight, dog.
It's different. And it's different if like you're fucking 17 and you're fucking God gifted you fucking physically, like you're like fucking 6'6", fucking 280 like LeBron or some shit. But dog, he looks like a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid. He has a small frame. I don't know how much he weighs, but yeah, I mean, listen, bro. Like, I think it was something I kind of read a little bit on it. It was like it's always been his dream to fight. That was his first love before acting. So yeah. So I mean, let the man go out there and prove to us that he can fight. And if he can't, then then we'll say that he at least tried, bro, and then he can go back to Euphoria or whatever else he wants to do. At least he has options, bro. But I'm not gonna knock him for his first professional fight, and still ended up in a draw. Yeah, he took a couple of weeks, but maybe those are learning moments for him, most likely. And then if anything, he's gonna get better from it. So, but I mean, shout out to him, bro. Good shit on him.
Yeah, give him a few years. If boxing doesn't work out, he'll end up on Love Island with Tommy Fury.
Bro,
I mean, I don't know, Kareem. Like, sometimes dreams are dreams for a reason, brother. Just stick to acting, right? But I mean, do what you gotta do. I mean, but if you need an opponent, holla at me. Just know that.
Hey, good news is, like I said, he has an outlet, bro. So like, if boxing doesn't work out, he just goes back to acting, and I'm sure he'll get plenty of roles, bro. So I don't think he ain't gonna be hurting, dog. Let's just leave it at that.
Tell him not to enter the actual professional boxing world. Just stick to being like an influencer boxer type of thing, and he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so like Ryan Garcia?
All right, relax.
Damn. Nah, Ryan Garcia is a boxer who wants to be an influencer. That's the difference.
And and like again, like I don't know what's going on and whatnot, but just the actions the last couple days, and we don't know again if it's actually him going through shit or whatnot, but it's almost like he's kind of living like life like a streamer, like just trying to make everything so dramatic for a camera type of thing. So I mean, it's funny that you said that, because that's my thoughts that ran through my head these last couple days, because I'm like, fuck, like, to your credit, you said this shit has never happened before, just out of nowhere, so why now?
Yo, imagine if he goes in that fight and absolutely whoops Devin Haney.
His stock would be at an all-time high. That should be
ridiculous. That shit would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, first for a second, I was like, is this his way of promoting the fight? Like, is he? Is he going like?
He took it too far with that shit, bro.
Yeah, he's taking it too far. I'm like, bro, like this ain't it, dog. Like, if you're gonna troll,
I don't know if it's just me, but like, what was it, like the very next day when he released the statement in the video, or whatever? Like, oh, I don't have access to my phone. He looks like he's just out of it.
Yo, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the clip, but that man uses lotion as hair gel.
Who?
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Is there some type of benefit for that shit? Hold on a second,
bro. Google that shit, but bro, I saw that on his social media, and I was like, dog, this guy's wild, bro. He doesn't regularly, or when he said that one day he didn't have Joe and he just tried and then he just stopped buying Joe, and I'm like, dog, you're weird.
He does it. Yeah, I think he does it before his fights too, because he likes the way it makes his hair look, or some shit like that, bro.
I couldn't believe that shit, bro.
I mean, listen, man. Like I said, I hope he gets it together, bro. Because I really want to see the fight. That's the thing. I want to see the fight happen. But if he ain't right, if he's not 100%, then I'm not trying to hear no excuses. Oh, he wasn't all there. Like if he ain't all there, then don't go into the fight. Call that shit off. Find Devin Haney. Find Devin Haney someone else.
I mean, the way he may be seeing it as well, or his family, which is probably a bad way to see it, is that he very well may make like close to 100 million in this fight, and that's a lot of money to call off, because you don't know if you get that opportunity ever again. But I mean, is there a price to your life type of thing? So
yeah, is that worth your life? That's
you just never know. You might not ever see that money.
Take that Jake Paul L and just fucking uppercut to the chin, call it quits first round.
Out of there.
You like, thank you,
bro. Well, I mean, that's crazy, dog. But anyways, man, yo, have y'all seen them trash ass MLB jerseys as screening?
Yes, bro. The fucking shit that makes me laugh the most is I don't know if like I sent it to you on the chat, or the picture with the player who's like bent over and they got a picture on the back. You can see his nutsack. Bro, they're that bad. It's bad.
Damn, bro, you should have told us so we could pull that up on the stream, bro.
I mean, I can find it.
Yeah, if you can find it, we'll share it with us so we can put it on there, man.
What's funny is what I was looking for before we got on to this episode is I was seeing if on my Facebook I ever posted me like when I was younger in my uniform for Pembroke Lakes, so I could compare them online and be like,
right now,
look, same fucking quality.
Right now,
this would have been funny as fuck.
Bro, what's crazy is that Nike. So apparently Nike designs the uniforms, and Fanatics is a manufacturers of uniforms.
Yeah, that's what it was. So Kareem, I just sent you the first picture, and I'm gonna find the picture that Harry was talking about, because I've seen it so many times over the last couple of days.
Yo, is this real?
Those are
bro.
Ain't no way. Let me see if I can pull it up and show the audience. Oh, that's Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah. Oh no, because it's a Padres uniform. So
okay. The first picture is Shohei.
They're just showing you on the left that you can see like the shirt tucked in through the pants.
Dog, what an absolute joke that is. What the fuck? All right, let me see. I just pulled it up. Let me bro. There we go. Yeah. Yo, look at it.
Yeah, that's that Brad Shrimp Scampi, baby.
You see that boy Schmeat?
Dog, no way.
Yeah, bro, that shit's
That
terrible.
is absolutely.
They don't look as bad as I originally thought, but damn.
Nah, but bro, that shit's bad when you fucking go out there and you can see the fucking your shirt tucked into your pants. All that shit feels mad weird. It feels like everybody can see everything.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure now, like, there's all the colleges have better fucking uniforms than they do.
Of course
Yeah,
they do.
of course, bro.
And then, bro, it's like printed, right? It's not stitched, right?
Yeah, it's not stitched anymore. It's like heat pressed.
Yeah, heat press. So basically, the garbage you buy at the fucking store, like the team store.
Yeah, it looks like they had Stephanie use her printer at home and just print these things on fucking shirts, bro. Here you go, MLB.
And meanwhile, the only professional sports league with no salary cap, and these fuckers have the cheapest uniform. Like, make it make sense, bro.
You will never be able to tell between a fan's jersey and
The player's jersey.
a player's jersey.
Well, I mean, maybe that was the point, equality, motherfucker.
Yeah, right here. Look, that's the one right there. That's the one right there. It looks like that.
You said that?
Yeah, I just sent it in the chat. Then that's perfect lace fucking jersey.
Bro.
Show it to me, baby. Show it to me.
My man said, who did it better?
Yo, if I remember correctly, bro, I think our travel baseball jerseys were fucking better than the shit that we used to that the MLB is using right now.
The yellow ones?
Not just the yellow ones, but just in general, like everybody's travel jerseys. Like I'm pretty sure that shit was stitched or like
Hell yeah, it was.
it was thicker quality than the normal shit.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
No. There it is. That's what we're working with in the Major League Baseball.
Yes, sir. Hey, who got the better uniforms? I say y'all got better uniforms.
Not big
Damn, bro, I was him.
What?
Oh my god.
That's
Damn, bro, Andrew McCutcheon before Andrew McCutcheon.
Hey, that's just fire. But yeah, man. So MLB got to do better, man. There's way too much money in that sport for them to be giving out these cheap ass jerseys. And then meanwhile, fucking
Shohei Ohtani could pay for the fucking uniforms of his fucking new contract.
Oh yeah, he could pay for the whole MLB. Fucking 700 million.
Honestly, I didn't even know how the players go out in that shit. I would honestly buy my own fucking uniform, like different pants, and if they find me, they find me. But I'm not going out there looking silly as fuck.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Bro.
That or I would wear my previous year's jersey. Fuck that.
Yeah, we're exactly.
So the problem is the pants, like the top.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was also a post on I don't know if it was Twitter, but like somebody tagged Fanatics in a picture of like a player's uniform where one of the numbers was bigger than the other, and it was like misplaced.
Yeah.
And they replied thinking that it was a fan. Like that's how you know that shit's a joke. They don't even know.
That's wild.
How do you let that? And as an equipment manager, how do you even allow that to go out to the field? How do you give that? How do you give that to a player?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one thing if like Fanatics manufactured it and it looked like shit, but the fact that the MLB as an organization approved it and allowed that bullshit is fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, where's your quality control? They don't have. I'm sure they got quality control somewhere, bro. Like, are you kidding me?
Wild.
Come on, man. That again, unacceptable for such a organization like that. Damn, Major League Baseball doesn't have quality control to, and putting shit out there like that. That's insane to me, bro. So, hey, somebody's getting fired. That's for sure. You know what? Orville, this could be maybe one of those things where it's because it's spring training, they're putting out the cheap shit, and then for regular season they're gonna bring out the good stuff.
Even then, though, even the spring training uniforms before weren't cheap, but they were like the colors were different, the color schemes were different, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like giving them benefit of the doubt that they are gonna fix it.
Bro, but we'll see.
Because I remember when Nike, the NBA went over to Nike their first year, they were having a lot of issues with the jerseys as well.
Yeah. I mean, they were ripping and whatnot. But I mean, don't get me wrong. If they went back to heat press jerseys, I mean, that's how the NBA started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're not. Yeah, we're not going back to heat press jerseys, bro. This ain't the '80s,
Go
man.
back
Like,
to the goats era. You know what I'm saying?
right. No, man. Like, you got to have stitched jerseys. There's no way you out here heat pressing anything these days. So especially,
I mean, it's a problem when Keanu Reeves' Little League Baseball team has better jerseys than you, bro.
bro.
The cucumbers.
Pull up that Cucumbers jersey.
Bro, how little Saint got a better jersey than everybody else, bro?
Yo, 2 different movies, bro. Relax.
What you
It's
mean?
G baby, mama will.
G baby, damn, I'm stupid. Damn.
Bro, get your culture up, bro. I can't believe you.
Honestly, I think that was the first movie I watched like growing up. As like, when did that movie come out? Like, we were probably like how old? I don't know, but that was the first movie where like I almost cried as a kid.
Bro, I cried, bro. I cried, bro.
I've watched it 30 billion times, and every time I watch it, I want to cry. Are you kidding me?
Dude, yeah, and no, I know the part's gonna come, and I'm preparing myself, and I'm still like, damn, bro.
Oh, that shit hit the soul right here, bro.
Oh,
right here.
G baby, bro. Man, that's tough, man. I love it when you call me Big Pop, but bro,
that movie came out in 2001.
Yeah, that's the young Keanu right there, bro.
Yes, sir. Crazy. Good ass movie, man. Every time I come up with it on like flipping channels and shit, I'm like, we tuning in.
Hey, let's go. We're watching Hardball this weekend, Baba.
Orville, you know what me and Sam were watching last night?
What?
Flubber.
Goddamn, we had that movie on cassette tape.
Flubber? What the hell? The nostalgia is hitting me right now.
R.I.P. to my dog Robin Williams.
Bro, it's wild the fact that like a lot of things that you watch as a jit, you don't realize it until you watch it later when you're older, because it kind of goes over your head.
Yeah, like all the adult jokes and shit.
Yeah, but specifically Robin Williams, this guy, he's supposed to be like this genius, but he stands up his wife 3 fucking times at her wedding. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? The third time, she makes sure she tells him that, like, listen, after this we're done. You better show up. It's tomorrow. And he gets like stuck doing this whole experiment thing, and then his little robot, the one that flies around, fucking. The yellow one? He finally snaps out of it, and he's like, oh shit, I got a wedding to go to. And it's the next fucking day after his wedding. And I was like, dog, how?
Bro, what? That's crazy.
It's like I was watching,
and then of course that snake shooter McGavin coming after his girl afterwards. Obviously a different character, but that's how.
Well, it's like the other day I was chilling with like Shahab at his place, and like we were watching SpongeBob, and like, bro, obviously as a kid you watch that show, but it's so much funnier when you're older and you understand all the jokes. That shit cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah, bro, freaking the jokes some on there are like that are hidden. It's like, fuck, bro.
Oh yeah.
That shit.
And it's not even that. It could be childish jokes, but as a kid, you still don't get it because it's just
right.
It just doesn't make sense. Yeah.
But as an adult, it's funny because it's funny.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Dude, like it's crazy. Just yesterday at dinner, I was talking to a couple guys, and we were talking about how Pinocchio, like the things that they said, like if you go back and watch the old Pinocchio, the original Pinocchio, bro, it's actually really sick about what they talk about, bro. About like taking the kids to the island and this and that. It was it's weird, man. And I saw a clip the other day that somebody put out on IG, and then they were like, "Yo, as a kid, we didn't understand what the hell was going on, but now as an adult, you think about it, and you're like, they're talking about, you can put 2 and 2 together."
Oh, like it's like a hidden message almost.
Yeah, it's almost Jeff Epstein type shit,
like subliminal type of thing.
Yeah, subliminal type shit, bro. And I wouldn't put it past Disney, man, to to shit like that.
There's probably tons of movies that you could pick up on shit like that.
Apparently, there's evidence out there or some shit like that. Some people made videos about it that like Epstein's Island was like a stop on like Disney Cruise Lines back in the day or some shit like that, or some shit like that.
What?
Yeah.
These are rabbit holes, bro. because this stuff like that is like so interesting to me because obviously we'll never know, but just to kind of hear like just the people's the way they think and their opinion on it, that's kind of wild because some of it actually makes sense.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people die before that stuff comes out and it gets out to the public. Like those dudes they will not allow that stuff to come out, man. So it's always gonna be he said, she said. It's always
Yeah.
We're never really gonna know, man. So
I mean, they released that list and ain't shit happening about that either.
yeah. I mean, whoa. They didn't release shit. They said they were supposed to release it, unseal the files, but that was in January.
Oh, the list that they released, the one online is, I mean, that could have been anybody, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
No, that wasn't. Yeah, it was somebody just put a fucking list together and they're like, this is who I think is gonna be on there. Like, no, bro. Like, where's the real list that's like sealed? The one that they promised to put out to the public and unseal. We haven't heard since, right? Because they shut that shit down, bro.
It was a distraction. Something real was happening. It was a distraction.
Yeah.
Oh, you're woke like that too, brother?
My boy.
The Earth is actually flat if you think about
it. My boy is woke.
I don't know, man. The more we go on it every day, the more I believe Kyrie, dog.
Harry's off his rocker now too. Holy, what the hell is going on, bro?
Yo, his shoes look fire though. His first pair with was it Anta? What the fuck?
Yeah, some Chinese brand. I don't even know if
they look gas. They look gas. A lot of people like them shits too. So
Kyrie's always had nice shoes.
His bag either way.
So the other day, Orville sent us a video, and Orville, if you have it, bro, like send that to me so I can hopefully I can play it for the audience. But basically the video.
Orville, what the fuck is going on here, brother?
What?
We have a system in place here. This is supposed to be sent to the man already, so he's ready to share.
Hey.
What's the question is
asked? I thought he was gonna use that. God,
you know what? Listen, 2 weeks in a row on the pod, I'm done. We're done.
All right, boys, we've got the video.
Give it to me, brother.
Someone's getting it, but it's not either of us.
Pull that thing up. Share. There we go. Bomb. All right, here we go.
Play some sound, cuz.
What the fuck is the sound?
Get that left hook real quick. One time for the one time.
Looking like Rocky Balboa.
He slapped the fuck out
of him. Yo, if you look at my comment on the right. You can see my comment on the right.
Which one?
I commented about how like it looks like it looks like that's Buddy's girl and he just never does anything. It's like at the end of the video he looks right at him and goes, "Get your girl, bro. You don't check." What?
All right. So, I mean, I just want to hear. We'll go Orville, man. Orville, what in this situation, man? And knowing what we know now, I'm pretty sure she hit him first. Everybody's saying that, and I think now it's confirmed. She did hit him first. I'm not sure what the argument was about. We haven't gotten into that yet. But nonetheless, she hit him first, and dude was clearly upset. In this situation, was he, was this justified for him to do what he did? Well, what do you think?
So apparently he posted the video first with like a different caption that said, "Oh, fighting over a machine is crazy." So I'm assuming that's what the fight was over. And then in the comments, people were saying that she punched him or slapped him first. So that's what like clearly made him retaliate. And like, I'm not going to say that it's justified, but I understand. Like me personally, I have never put my hands on a woman like that and don't think I ever will. Me personally, I either walk away or like, if a girl's swinging at me like that, I'm just going to like restrain them from hitting me. I'm not going to fucking hit them like that. But these days, bro, you can't, especially with this generation, bro. Like you never know what anybody's capable of, and if you're not trying to get those hands, you shouldn't put your hands on anybody because that shit's insane. Especially when you know, girls know what they're doing, bro. Girls know exactly what they're doing. Whether it's verbally or physically, they know what they're doing.
And you know what's wild about that situation?
She had it coming in a sense.
You know what's wild about that situation is the fact that you say they know what they're doing, and you're right, and they do it because they think that the man is not going to retaliate. So when you get that one man that does, that's how they retaliate. Because
exactly, bro, exactly.
Hell out of that bitch.
Yeah, and honestly, it could have been worse. He took it easy on her. If we're being real, like he smacked her open hand. It's not like he went in there with a knuckle and it just kind of clopped her, bro.
Yeah,
like, it was an open hand.
Right? Yo, before I forget, Reem, just to follow up, Orville, on something you said. Why wouldn't you ever put your hands on a woman?
Why?
Yes, why?
Just I don't know, because that's just how I was raised. I mean, they're obviously.
Is it just that?
No, I mean, bro, because the damage that a man can do to a woman versus what a woman can do to a man, like.
So you said we're stronger, right?
Pretty much most of the time, 99% of the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's women out there that are stronger than me, but I mean, if you're in the gym and you look at the majority, if you go to a random gym, half them, like 90% of the dudes in there will fucking literally put every single woman in that gym on their ass with a single punch.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, what you're saying is we're superior.
I mean, yeah, and that's no surprise to anybody. I mean, not superior like that, but like physically, yes. And like a woman cannot argue that because there's women that will literally use that as an argument, like, oh, you should never put your hands on a woman because you're stronger and you can physically hurt them more. But it's just like, don't put your hands on a man either, though.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you could put your hands on a man. So yeah, a lot of these women that feel like it's okay to hit a man and be like, well, he's not gonna retaliate, he's not gonna hit me back because I'm a girl. It's like, bro, until you run into the wrong motherfucker, that he's gonna put you on your ass, he's gonna knock your ass out. And honestly, I'm not gonna feel bad, bro. Like in this situation, I don't feel bad for her because if she did fucking hit him and he retaliated and smacked the shit out of her, fuck her. Good for him. Me personally, I wouldn't do it because, like Orville said, I will fold 99% of the fucking women in the world. Ain't no way I'm getting my ass beat by a woman, bro. So again, I'm sure there's professional boxers out there, MMA fighters. I probably beat my ass, but those are the 0.0005% of women in the world, which is why I say 99%.
So yeah, the video is like obviously we didn't see the part where she hit him, but like it happens in the majority of the cases where it's man versus woman. Like the woman can literally continuously beat the crap out of a man, and everybody just sits there and watches it.
And he's a man, he's fine.
As soon as the man fucking puts their hands on a woman, everybody wants to fucking get up and get in between everybody. Like, no, you should do that before anything even escalates.
100%.
So like all them dudes in there that first of all let that happen. Like, why you can clearly see that he's fucking pissed and he's trying to get to her. Like, all of y'all should have either been fucking holding him down, or one of y'all should have been like telling her to get the fuck out of the area, and then the rest of you guys should have been holding him down because clearly you saw that shit was coming.
Absolutely, especially if you saw her hit him first, then they should have been on her neck and like, why the fuck did you put your hands on him?
But it's never the case. They're always on the case of the man when he retaliates because fucking they act like that shit doesn't happen.
Yeah, and if you go and look back at the comments, majority of people are on his side. Majority of people are like, yo, fuck her. Like, yo, that's what you get. Like you want to hit a man, and all right, then you better be ready to fight like a fucking man.
Yeah, and first of all, Kareem, now that you said that, this goes both ways because the way I see it, because Orville was mentioning right when we got started on this topic about maybe the other guy being her man. Well, he's definitely single now for sure, by allowing his girl to get touched like that because goddamn, bro, there's and on the other hand, if I'm the guy and my girl is putting her hands on a man, that shit's done, bro. I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. So either way, it's either done on his end or done on her end.
Yep.
Yeah, that relationship.
That's not the first time she's done that, bro. I know he's seen her do that on another instance, whether if it's with him or another dude. But there's no way that was the first time.
Yeah.
That relationship is not recovering from that fucking nonsense, bro. Like there's no way. Like you said, it's either ending on her side or his side because yeah, that's just unacceptable, man. And a lot of women put their man in a very weird position, in a very uncomfortable position when they do shit like this because they expect their man to jump in and fight the dude for something that she fucking started, right? So it's like, bro, like for real, like you're gonna put me in a position like, you know, like you see it all the time, man. If you ever go out, man, you know, if you've been out like in a club scene, party scene, whatever it is, where people are in very close proximity to each other, and girl, you know, she's been drinking, she's a little bit intoxicated, and she wants to start talking sideways to the dude because you know maybe dude looked at her or some shit like that, and then she's with her man, she's gonna start talking crazy because she feels protected. Oh, my man's here. I'm a girl, so I'm gonna start talking crazy and not act like I'm fucking tough and talk shit to another dude, maybe possibly hit him. And then dude, who knows, maybe he's been drinking a little bit too. Dude retaliates and clocks your ass and knocks you out. Now, fuck, I gotta fight this motherfucker, bro. And then next thing you know, dude got like 8 friends with him. I'm getting jumped. And we've seen videos of this all the time on social media where dude gets jumped because his girl has a fucking mouth on her. And there was a brutal video. There was a really bad video that I think we put in the chat a few months ago. Like they a group of people like beat the girl's ass and the dude's ass, and she was trying to protect him from getting jumped, and somebody came in and knocked her ass out, bro. Like they clocked her when she was out cold.
Yeah, that's another thing, bro. Like whenever these fucking fights break out, like girls like to get in the middle. Like people care. They don't, bro.
Yeah, people are just swinging. People are just swinging, and the punch lands. It lands. So yeah, girls like yo, do not get in the middle of that shit. Yeah, the best bet.
What are you gonna do to make a difference? I mean,
you said what?
What are you gonna do to make a difference? Like get out of the way, because now at that point, I got to worry about my ass getting beaten and your ass getting beaten. And at least if you would just stay out of the way, it would just be my ass getting beaten at worst. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's right, because 2 black guys is not gonna get us home.
Yo, bro. I mean, listen, man. I think we probably all had a girl that we've been with that has a fucking mouth on her, and she wants to talk back to dudes and puts you in a fucking awkward ass position. You're like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to fight 8 motherfuckers, bro.
I've never had to deal with that.
Bro, I had to deal with that one time, bro, and that was the worst experience. I was like, nothing happened.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking
Becky
about.
got a mouth on her. I know damn well she got a mouth on her.
Who?
Becky?
Oh yeah, you know damn right who the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean,
way back in the day.
Ovo knew, bro. And like I said, bro, it happened one time, bro, and I was like, dog, ain't no fucking way. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Becky would talk to these dudes like she could straight up beat up a dude, bro. She was wilding, bro.
And what's crazy is that she really thought she could beat them up. That's the crazy part about it.
I know. That's why I'm saying it.
Bro,
and at the time, I was like, bro, you're like 5 feet, 80 pounds. What?
Literally.
You're gonna get folded. Like, are you kidding me? Like, nah, bro, it's relax. But yeah, man, so I can understand the dudes that are with the girls that are like that have a fucking mouth on them and that like to talk back to other guys when they're. It's like, bro, I'm not about to fight 5 dudes for you. Like, I'm sorry, dog. Like, this ain't gonna happen. So, hey, it is what it is, man. But you just gotta know who you fucking dealing with. My boys that are out there dating these fucking loud ass women. So, because some of them have no fucking filter. You just gotta be careful with that, man.
Big facts.
And with that said and done, that goes right into that last one.
Yeah, perfect segue actually, man. So, crazy, man. So, question is, if a man proposes to a woman and she denies, is the relationship over at that point, or is there maybe a possibility to recover from that? What are y'all thoughts on this?
I guess it depends on her reasoning. But I mean, personally, me, bro, if I ask a girl to marry me, I'm gonna talk to her before I even propose. I'm gonna be like, listen, if you feel like you're not ready, accept it in public and then tell me in private, because I'm not trying to get embarrassed in front of people. But no, it depends on reasoning. I mean, if she feels like there's some stuff that they still feel like she wants to work on before she says yes, then it is what it is. I mean, it obviously is going to hurt your ego a little bit, but you can't let that little setback just pretty much like you can't end the whole relationship on that little setback, especially if her reasoning is valid. You gotta be realistic. So it just all depends on her reasoning. Like if she feels like she's not ready and she tells you like some wild shit that like she just doesn't feel like she's in love with you right now or some shit, and it's been like 4 years, and then like, bitch, when? So it
See,
just depends.
see, that's the thing with me. You said be realistic, and if we're gonna be realistic, if I'm asking a girl to marry me, it's because we've had that type of conversation before, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't think there's an instance to where she could have a valid reason to say no. Because if I'm asking you, it's because we've had this conversation before, and you've had hints here and there that this is coming. So if you had a valid reason, this is something that would have been already discussed, and I wouldn't be in this position in the first place. So if I went through all this to get a ring and propose, and then you said no, bro, this is donezo, bro. There's nothing to work on. This is done. What are we working on? What are we
I don't know.
working
I mean, I'm taking like if that's the case, then yeah. But I mean, I'm taking the question as if like none of that shit happened prior, and you just feel like, I mean, obviously in this day and age, like yeah, you should know when your girl pretty much is waiting for you to pop the question.
Right.
But I don't know. There's been plenty of instances where I mean we've seen it online. Motherfuckers propose and get hit with a big fat no. So it's just like, how'd you get here?
Right. So and for me, because you said if for some reason you're not going to say yes, just say yes in public to not embarrass me. Nah, don't put me in a position where I'm asking you in public for you to say no, because that's fucking crazy to me. That's wild. So
Yeah.
even the fact that you allowed me to embarrass myself in public when you knew that something like was this coming, it's more of a reason for me to be done. Like I don't know, man. I just don't see a good reason for you to say no. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm gonna say on this one, I'm gonna say short answer is yes. That shit's it's a wrap. It's done. Long answer is, like you said, Harry. That conversation needs to be had well before I'm proposing, because, and I would hope that most people would have that conversation. Be like, hey, do you see yourself being married to me? Like, are you ready for marriage? Like, and if the answer is yes, are you ready for marriage with me? Like, do you see yourself? And again, like, there's indicators out there that you should already know, like that should already be out there to know, like, okay, this is my person, like this person I want to spend the rest of my life with. And as a man, if you're not reading those correctly, and you're not having those conversations beforehand, and you just kind of be like, oh, I just want to fucking surprise her with the question, then you're setting yourself up for failure, in my opinion. That's really on you. I can't put that too much on the woman, especially if you don't even bother having that conversation, and you're just kind of assuming, oh yeah, that she wants to be with me just because we're dating. That means she wants to marry me, because that's not always the case. Just because you're dating someone, that doesn't mean you want to marry that person. Because maybe you're just using that person as a fucking stepping stone to get to where you want to be in life or something like that. You're right. There's different reasons why people date, and it's not always for marriage.
Which is stupid in my opinion, but okay.
Which is wild, right? Because typically you're dating someone for marriage to eventually be married. And
yeah, I don't understand why you would waste your time with somebody that you don't see yourself with at the end. Like, what is the purpose?
Some people, I think it is one of the situations where some people are just, they don't like being lonely, so they just prefer being in like a meaningless relationship just to have a companion, not even like a life partner. It's more of, I just need a companion, somebody I can just fucking that can be there when I need company, shit like that. So yeah. So again, as the man, bro, you better have that conversation minimum of 3 times just to make sure. Like, hey, you sure? Like, you sure you want to do this? Like, you sure you're 100% ready? And then until she 3 straight times she says yes, I'm 100% positive, nothing's gonna change. Cool, then go for it, man. And at that point, if she says no after those conversations, then it's 1,000% over.
That's
Because
also true
at that
because
point, you fucking played me.
I agree with you guys because at this point, especially in today's day and age, like girls will send you hints about rings that they like,
Exactly.
about rings that they like and the
Yeah.
styles that they like before that shit even happens. So it's just like if you don't know,
You
then,
don't even have to bring it up.
Yeah.
If in all that
I mean,
time frame that you guys are dating, if she doesn't mention it from her mouth,
Yeah.
you're not that guy. Don't
yeah,
not-
exactly. Because
Exactly.
99% of the time, the women will always bring it up.
There it is, bro. And that's where the problem is. If your girl's not talking about marriage, then you need to get rid of her because most girls will just rave about this marriage thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Even if it's just joking, like it gets brought up early on.
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That's a good indicator.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, of course. And that's what I'm saying. There's so many indicators out there that girls usually put out that you just know, and you're like, all right, like she's giving me some hints. But if she's not, if y'all are dating for like a year plus and she's never brought up marriage, bro, like
This is a situation where I almost can't fault her. You're the idiot.
Yeah.
You missed all the indicators that she doesn't want to marry you because she hadn't said a word about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you still decided to ask her and put all your cards on the line, and then she says no, then Doug, L7 weenie.
Now the question is, if she says no, do you hold on to that ring and hold it for the next one?
Damn, over with the hard hitters. Hey, first of all, the question should be: is there a refund policy on this ring? I mean, if there's a refund policy,
brother, only if you keep the certificate of authenticity. You know what I'm saying, Harry?
Bro. Yo, damn. But yeah, I mean,
answer the whole ring question. Don't disrespect your partner like that, bro. Don't use that same ring for the next one because
that's true.
They will find out, bro.
Yeah, it's got 100% money back guaranteed. I'm returning that shit, bro. Ain't no way. There's no way I'm holding on to that. Because, bro,
just like Orville said, I don't have a fucking certificate, so I have that shit sitting somewhere. I might as well pawn that shit for like $200 at this point.
Bro, you never went to go get it appraised or some shit? See how much that would cost?
The thing is that every place that I went to go see if they could certify it to pretty much make like another certificate, it costs hundreds of dollars. So I might as well.
How much hundreds of dollars compared to what you're gonna get back? That's my thing.
Yeah, right. Is it worth it?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure you're doing the research correctly. I think you might be being lazy with it, dog.
Bro, I've done this shit like 30 different occasions, bro.
Bro, just hit up my dog Adam Sandler, bro.
They want like fucking $200 for each one, and I'm just like, I'll probably get like 800 for this shit. Like I might as well just sell it for 400 to a pawn shop and call it a day.
I mean, regardless, I think you're gonna take a loss on it, bro. So
of course. At this point, I'm just trying to get rid of it. I don't really give a fuck what I get from it. So maybe me and Sam will take it to the pawn shop maybe this weekend or something, and we'll have a good dinner on the ring. What do you think?
There you go.
Bro, what if you go to like an actual jeweler and they be like, yo, can you just fucking like, what's it called? Like appraise this on the spot or some shit, or like try and sell it to somebody and be like, we can go to a jeweler if you want, but like
somebody out there would be willing to appraise it for you, bro. Like even for small.
I send it to you and I'll break you off if you sell it.
Who, me? All right, say less.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll send it to you.
All right, say less.
Hey, put it on paper. Put it on paper, dog.
He's not gonna get put on paper. I wouldn't try him like that.
Hey,
and even if he didn't pay me, like I don't need money. Like if it's something that is gonna get him money, I'm straight too.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna sell it, who's gonna get paid? You're gonna get paid.
You know what I'm saying? I could never sell it, and he'll never know. Or I mean, I could sell it and tell him I never.
And he'll never know.
He'll never know.
Yeah, be like, hey, that motherfucker never sold. Meanwhile,
there'll be signs, but he'll never know.
That's creepy.
Meanwhile, oversold that motherfucker for $1,000 a month ago, and then he's like, yo, I haven't sold it yet, bro.
It's like, yo, I haven't sold it yet, but check out this new Cuban ring I got. Look at this shit.
Look at this.
Motherfucker has a fucking pinky ring and shit.
Bro. Bro. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that might be your best bet, dude. So send that shit to Orville. Let him go.
Send that shit to Orville and,
Bro,
you know,
5 stars on OfferUp, bro.
that's what
Somebody
Orville
will believe
tell
me.
her, you know what I'm saying?
You hear me?
Huh?
5 stars customer rating on OfferUp. Somebody will believe me.
Yeah, because like you said, like, if someone's interested, you could always meet them up at a jeweler and
Yeah.
it's not.
I could always ask around. I'll ask around to where I fucking bought the chain and got my pendant made and see if they do that shit too.
Okay, yeah.
Of course. If you're a jeweler, that's the person you need to talk to. They should be
That's
able
what I'm saying. Like, bro, they look at all this shit.
Absolutely, no doubt. But yeah. Anyways, boys,
I'll probably send it to you as soon as I get the box for the young LA jacket.
Well, I mean,
Even
it's not in the box. I put I kept it in the bag, and then I cut a hole in that bitch, and I put the tripod in that bitch too. So
It's a plastic bag?
yeah.
Damn, so you have that tripod just hitting everywhere, smacking around?
I mean, you shouldn't be doing all that.
bro, the way these motherfuckers be tossing these packages, that you be lucky if that tripod's in one piece.
Orville left that shit in the envelope and called it a wrap, bro.
Bro, I had no box for that big ass jacket. What the fuck?
Bro. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, that tripod ain't making it, Papa. It ain't making it in one piece.
I put it in the middle so that it's cushioned, but we'll see.
It'll be fine, bro.
All right, stay tuned for next week's episode. We'll find out. We'll find out if the tripod made it or not.
That shit's missing a leg and some buttons.
Oh, that's just for sure missing some shit, bro. Gone, Dunzo. But anyways, man, shoot, it's about that time, y'all boys. Harry, take us home, dog.
Well, another good episode in the books. I want to thank Orville for being back on the pod, even though I'm sick of seeing his face already. I need a new face. Maybe we'll get
lying, bro. He's lying.
Something. So thank you for taking out your time and joining us. Loved all your answers, but of course, just like every single week, I carried this shit like I always do. For all those new viewers, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications if you're feeling generous. But until next week, we'll catch you in the next one.
Be easy, gentlemen.